What's good? What's good? Fellas, we got a good one today, man. We got a good one today. This is going to be a tough one for a lot of people, man. This is going to be a tough one for a lot of people, man. So this right here is, she cries because men don't want to marry a prostitute. Fellas, I can't make this up, fellas. Fellas, hear me out. Me and my wife were listening to this video. We were rolling. Fellas, you're gonna hear me say this one line throughout this whole show. I'm gonna say this one line throughout this whole show. No one knows the Bible better. Listen to me. No one knows the Bible better than a woman that destroyed her life. No one knows the Bible better than a woman that's destroyed her life. Fellas, we gonna get into this. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Like the video, share the video. Y'all already know we going live right now. Shout out to whatever, the team over there. Actually, I have one of my guys that work at whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the producers over there. Shout out to him. He probably on set. I might just end up tagging him to let him know I'm responding to his man's video. But listen, y'all, this is not funny, y'all. As y'all guys scroll in, y'all guys will just start tuning in. You can watch it later on. Let's get into this.
The number of premarital sexual partners somebody's had, it's like a direct correlation. The higher that number, the higher the chances of divorce. So to give you an example, a virgin on average has less than 5% chance of getting divorced. Somebody with more than 10 sexual partners on average, 50% chance of getting divorced. That's a...
All right, hold up. I know we're skipping a little bit, so hold on. I'm gonna try to do it like this instead. For y'all. Cause this is funny, y'all. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. And this is real, y'all. This is real. Some women genuinely feel like this, y'all. This is not, it's not funny, but it is what it is.
It's a big deal. And this is for both sexes. That's a big deal. So if you're somebody who really cares about marriage and you don't want to get divorced, especially as a man, because men get absolutely screwed in divorce, you want to ask those questions. And so I was very upfront with her. I was like, this is why I'm optimizing for marriage. This is why I care. And it's like, there's different reasons other than that why it matters. It's like if somebody was a serial monogamist, for example, that's different than if they were cheating on their ex-partner, which is different than if they were getting railed at bars all the time. Like you want to know about the person's psychology, and when you have that conversation, you can gain insight into like, who are you, how do you approach relationships, and if you care about marriage, you can gain valuable information there.
Annie, it looked like you had something to say.
Because I must be an anomaly.
You gotta speak into your mic.
I must be an anomaly because my husband...
First of all, hold on. Let's pay attention. Fellas, I'm always putting y'all on to the red flags. She got blonde up here. She got pink hair. She got purple hair. She got white hair. She's already a mess. Fellas, I've done videos on this showing you guys the signs of women to stay away from. Colored hair is a bad sign. Fellas, colored hair like this is a bad sign. But let's keep rocking and rolling. Just listen to this lady, fellas. This lady's gonna sound crazy. Just pay attention.
Husband never asked that question.
Well, most guys in your generation don't. Like it's kind of like an our generation thing.
So here's the thing, though. Rahab.
You see, she's already comparing the generations. Maybe back in the day, maybe they didn't ask, but today, as a man, you better ask the woman the question. You better, how many bodies? How many? Absolutely, fellas, look at this.
Related to Jesus Christ. So is Tamar. They had some bad mojo before they were with their husbands. So,
okay.
if you're gonna truly be Christ-like, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot, I'm not trying to disrespect you.
I don't feel
That's not gonna matter. Because that person, if you love them, that what they've done before does not matter.
So
It doesn't matter. And
Hold
I'm
on,
married
hold on,
14 years now.
Is like,
You see what I'm saying, fellas? Fellas, it's always the women that's thrown their life down the drain. Fellas, why do you think they tell you some of the most damaged women on earth are there in church? Some of the most damaged women on earth, they are in church, and they're hoping and praying for a Hail Mary or for God to come and do the work. But last time I checked, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody else read a different Bible. Let me know. Somewhere in the Bible, the book says, what is it? Prayers without works is dead. Maybe I got a different book. I could be wrong. Maybe I got the New York Bronx Hood Rat Hunts Point edition. I don't know. I probably got a different book, y'all. If your book says something similar to that, listen, you let me know. But prayers without works is dead. So she's sitting here like, you're a man of God. You shouldn't even care about a woman's past. Fellas, I've done, how many videos do you guys need me to show you? I've showed you guys. Don't let women bamboozle you like this. Fellas, only women could sit here and tell you this. Why do you care? What does it matter to you? What does it matter how many guys I've been with in my whole life? So what? I was a prostitute. Who cares? God loves me, and you should give me God's forgiveness and love. Fellas, all right, let's keep listening to this crazy lady.
I just want to know if you're
It's just not fair. It's not fair. That's
not
all
fair.
I'm saying.
okay,
It's not fair.
I hear what you're
What do
saying.
you mean it's not fair?
Hold on.
Wait, let me say one thing. Let me say
It's
one
just
thing.
not fair.
The life's unfair.
I gotta stop it right there. Fellas, this is how you guys gotta conduct yourself in your life. Fellas, life is not fair, y'all. Life is not fair. I always tell you guys, what God gave women when they're born, fellas, let's pay attention. Let's pay attention, right? Look at her. Look, chest out, breast hanging off the side. Look, this chick gotta cover her leg. Look, thighs is all out. Look at this right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Fellas, the only one that's here covered up because now she found Jesus. Jesus. So look, now, fellas, I keep telling you this. Don't let women swindle you. This is a swindle, y'all. If y'all guys can't see this, this is a complete swindle. But let's keep rocking and rolling. Cause now she's like, it's not fair that you guys are judging women because of their past. Fellas, women are judging you. Fellas, look at me. Look at me. The guys who are in here, look at me. Women are gonna judge you based off of your future. It happens. We judge women on their past, and women judge you based on your future. You ready? And even women pass judgment. You ready? Hear me out. You meet a chick. Oh, you too short. I don't date short men. She's judging when she sees you. Or you a little heavy, but in the future I'm gonna be diesel, so you should accept me. You see how dumb that sounds? See, fellas, only women want to be able to get away with this nonsense right here that she's saying. Only women. Like, it's not fair. It's not fair. Okay, let's keep rocking and rolling.
The world's unfair.
Right.
Women curve short dudes because they're short.
Brian, you get a pass
Sorry,
because
can
you're
you
not
just-
these two dudes.
Wait, what do you mean?
No, so here's the thing.
Because
so
these
here's the
guys
thing.
are Christ followers.
You're saying
they're supposed to have grace for women in all areas.
You see, fellas,
Just
There's-
because we're Christian doesn't mean we have to marry prostitutes.
They can have.
you see? So look, fellas, this is her right here. Look at all the red flags. She's a walking red flag, bro. Look, purple eyelashes here. Look, obviously you can tell that these are drawn on. The eyebrows is drawn on. She don't love herself. Clearly, she don't love herself enough that she's an older woman already going gray. Let your hair go gray. Why is it going purple? Why is it blonde here? Because she doesn't love herself. But she expects you to give her that agape love. That God love. Fellas, listen to me. Your big brother, little brother, big uncle, little uncle, your big cousin, your little cousin, however you want to look at it. throw this woman in the trash. The chick right here, throw her in the trash. Crazy.
I'm not telling you guys to do that. But
Everyone can have
how,
preference.
you know what? Rahab was redeemed by a spy. I just preached on this at a church on Sunday. She was redeemed by a spy that cared enough for her when the walls came down at Jericho to take her out of that lifestyle.
But isn't that the
Hey, that's
exception to
good.
the rule? And when you look at your lifestyle,
gonna
even
marry
you
her.
say maybe I'm the exception. Yes, girl, you are the exception. Look at the
And it can
upbringing
happen.
that you had, and look at everything that you.
I want him to expand his mind and not be so judgmental
All right,
to
so
someone
hold
he
on,
could
hold on.
possibly love.
Hold on.
Fellas, y'all already know KS said it best. Right, fellas, KS said it best. Shaming language. What is it? What is it? Sign language. Sign language. Shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. That's shaming language. You're a man of God. Like, you're a Christian, for Christ's sakes. Like, you should forgive us and give us the same forgiveness that God gave us. But I'm not God. I'm not God, nor do I want to be. I don't care to be like God. I don't want to be. Listen, I don't want to be God. I do not want to be God. This is crazy. I don't want to be God. This is insane. Let's keep going though.
It is
Hold on.
fully expanded. I will not
Hold
marry a prostitute.
Get her.
So-
I'm not saying that they're still doing it.
Annie,
It's,
may
you
I
know,
please respond to
you know.
everything that you just said? Okay. There is room for Christ-like love, and there is also room for wisdom and discernment in terms of who you are entering a marital contract into.
Yep.
Okay, you can forgive someone for their past. Someone can have a past. That doesn't mean that you're obligated to marry them. Okay, so if I'm having a conversation with a woman and she has a past, but she regrets her past and she's repentant of it. Let's say, you know, maybe she had like a bad pattern in her past. Maybe she, you know, was looking for love in all the wrong places, something like that. And she developed a habit of sleeping with men too easily or something. Like that is something that a person can learn from, and there's also absolutely room for Christ-like forgiveness for something like that. There's no question. You know, everybody can be made new again in Christ.
Now we're gonna stop right there, fellas. I always tell you guys. I always say, listen. I always say, fellas. For a woman who is a prostitution, who's in prostitution, for a woman like that, you know how long it's gonna take for her to break those habits? She might as well just stay there. She might as well just go ahead, because nobody's gonna see. Women want your forgiveness, but they don't want to be the one to give the forgiveness. They want to be forgiven, but they don't want to be the forgivers. Let's keep rocking and rolling, man.
Okay. Why I would care though still as a man is because I want to know what happened there, because if I'm going to get married to you, unless we're signing a prenup or something like that, like I need to know, who are you? How do you approach relationships? I can have forgiveness for your past, but how do you approach relationships? Because here in America, we've got no fault divorce. Is there something there that might lead you one day to just decide you want to divorce me and absolutely screw me and take my kids and half my income and everything like that?
Fellas, no fault divorce allows women to leave and just be like, irreconcilable differences. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? But we live in a country where we allow this nonsense. We allow this nonsense right here, man. It's tough. It's tough.
Is there something that could be lurking there?
A woman gets bored, she's gone.
You know, I'm not obligated to marry a woman with a past. If I'm entering into a contract with somebody, I want to know who I'm entering into that contract with.
Yep.
But you can
What if
still
it's all who's
love
left?
them and forgive them. What'd you say?
You don't have to be a prostitute to do that, divorce someone and take all their money, okay? There's plenty of women
Exactly.
that do that.
Yes,
okay?
yes,
Come
there
on,
are.
man.
It's
There are,
highly
which is-
it's more
and
likely.
most people nowadays are not prudent about who they marry. Most marriages end in divorce. A lot of people just get up in their feelings and they fall in love with somebody and they don't have the really hard conversations. They don't ask
Yep.
the really tough questions, both men and women. A lot of women don't vet men properly for
Right.
their red flags. A lot of women end up with men who are abusive. Yeah, a man could have had an abusive past. A man could have been a murderer. It's a woman's job to see if that was the case, because if he was a murderer, she can forgive him and have Christ-like love for him. But is she still obligated to marry him? Would it be a good idea?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you just have to open your mind, because what if there is a person that you meet, and I'm going to pray that for you, by the way.
You're gonna pray for him
I'm going to
to
pray for him to
marry
run
a
into
girl?
a woman that's
She's gonna pray that off of him. What in the? Oh wow! Only women could do this, fellas. Only women could do this.
He can't handle the attraction he has, and it's so strong that it's actually spiritual too.
Look.
And he's like compelled to marry her.
We're not
Just so
we're not
compelled.
against a Christian marrying a prostitute.
I'm just
you can see that
saying
in Hosea.
that
Hosea gets a direct
that's
command
the
from
redemption. That's what
She's saying a man could fall so deeply in love with the woman, and she was a prostitute, and he just can't. He can't help it. He can't help it, fellas. You can help it. You can help it. That's why I always tell you, fellas, stop looking at the women just for their looks. Fellas, I always told you guys, if you look at some of the most successful men in the world, their wives are average women. And the chicks that they have on the yachts and the boats and the parties and the strip clubs and all this other stuff, they be 9s and 10s. Why? Because they sleep with those chicks and go home to their wife. All them chicks get is a hard D and bubblegum, and they get thrown to the curb. Fellas, y'all got to understand this, man. I hope y'all guys understand this, man.
that's what Christ did for the church.
That's what Christ did.
Yeah,
For
I
It's
agree.
beautiful, and I cry for this because there is so many women out there, and I'm gonna cry for them.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry right now because there's so much women out there in the. Listen, when this lady started crocodile tearing, my wife was rolling. Fellas, y'all got yes. That's another thing, fellas. A woman start crying, y'all can't fall for this, b. Y'all can't go for this all the time, fellas. Like I'm just praying for you guys because it's like pray for these, bruh. Get out of here, man. And then she said that hold on, y'all hear me. Y'all missed it. She said, hold on, y'all missed it. She said, the other day, I just preached this in a church. Whenever y'all ready, I got to scroll back. And from the beginning, she preached this the other day. I know she. Don't tell me that she's in the church talking in front of a church, when the Bible specifically speaks out against that. But we're not gonna get into that right now. Let's stay on topic. Let's keep rocking and rolling.
They just want someone to love them. Give them a chance.
You're not owed a relationship.
I know, but still, but that's why Christ came, so we can all be redeemed.
I guess that's why maybe it could kind of
I
suck.
fight for
is
the
like-
girls. That's all. I fight.
That's fair. That's fair, and I respect that.
Listen.
I respect
Because I
that.
know their hearts.
You're-
They'll give their
Wait.
shirt off their back.
I fight for these girls because I know their hearts. Oh my gosh.
Annie, I want to.
They'll
Oh
give their
my
shirt off their
gosh.
back, and they give their heart more than once. Trust me, and that's why.
They might be
And
great
it-
people,
wait.
but
Yes.
men-
Brian, can I say something really quick?
let me get in one
I'm
thing
emotional
really quick.
because you know what? I'm sad that
Annie,
this is
I want
what
to say,
men are
Annie,
thinking right now.
well, okay, so hold on.
What?
Annie,
It makes me
Annie,
sad.
Annie, please
Am
listen.
I wrong?
Please,
for
Look,
crying?
Annie, please listen.
He-
Please listen.
look.
No, you're not wrong for crying.
Me and got the same
Annie,
facial
I love the
expression. I'm
heart
like,
that
what
you
is she?
have for these women, and I love the fact that you are a voice for these women. You listening? Yeah. I love the fact that you're a voice for these women, because I can't imagine, your guys' lives and everything that you've been through. Like, I think it's very valuable that you're speaking up on their behalf. Okay. Now, just like you're a voice for those women, what I'm trying to do is be a voice for men. And we live in a world where a lot of bad women screw over a lot of good men.
And I understand that. I totally get the Jezebels. I get it.
Okay.
I respect that part. I don't want you guys to get hurt too, but we got to give each other a chance at some point.
There's no question. We've got to give
But if there's more bad apples than there are good, you're still speaking to the majority. Oh my gosh.
each other Christ-like chances, but it's also important to be for both sexes to be discerning about who they're getting into relationships
Right.
with, because there's a lot of broken
Right.
families out there and a lot of broken marriages.
Right.
And I want to try and prevent that.
Annie, can I ask you a question? Would you object to a woman not wanting to date a man who's shorter than her?
That's totally different subject.
No, it's
Are
not.
you fucking kidding?
No, it is
It's
not,
not.
Annie. No, it is
Everybody
not.
knows
Well,
it's not.
but can you answer the question? Can you answer the question though? Would you object?
You see? Y'all see how the men reacted? The men are like, no, it's not. Cause you ready? Fellas, hear me out. Ready? Let's just be frank. You short? Nobody's fault. You grew up poor. A. You're blind. A. You got a little pee-pee. A. You got size 14 feet that no shoes can fit you. A. That ain't your fault. One leg is bigger than the other. You have some people have like little leg issues. Some have a little arm issue here, a little hand thing, whatever. You know, you have a lazy eyes. Like, I mean, I had a unibrow. I cut that thing off. I ain't letting that shit grow for nothing. But I'm just saying, like, bro, it ain't nobody's fault that I gotta cut this thing every single week. It ain't nobody's fault. It ain't nobody's fault. But women always want to be excluded from this level of judgment. But they expect men, like, right there, he just said it right now. He said, what about the guys who are short? It ain't the same thing. It is. And all the men are like, wait a minute, hold on. Because women are so quick to pass judgment on men like this. But they want men to forgive everything. Fellas, I always tell you guys, if we're going to forgive all, I got a couple of my homies that got felonies. Yo, Matt, what's good? What's good, Matt? Appreciate you being here. I got a couple of homies that got felonies. I got homies that are 2-timers already. You know what I'm saying? Like, they living a good life right now. I need all that to be a clean slate. I need all of them to get high-paying jobs. Yes, they once were bank robbers, but the bank's got to hire them again. The bank's got to hire them because God forgave all. And in God, we new creatures. So if that works in society, if it works and we're going to make it work universally, let's do it. I'll forgive a prostitute 100%. But until that day, we can't do it. We can't do it. Let's keep rocking and rolling, though.
Would you object to a woman not wanting to date?
Hold up. Look, pay attention. He can't control. Look at this. Look at his nose. My man got the Nikola Jokic nose. My man's nose is like this. My man got that penguin nose. It ain't his fault. That's just the way God designed him. Guess what? And in God's eyes, he's perfect. God made him just the way he wanted him to be. Just the way he wanted him to be. But a chick will be like, oh no, your nose is too big. Oh no, he doesn't. Bruh, women don't want you to judge them for nothing. For nothing. But fellas, hear me out. I always tell you guys, if a chick meets you and you diesel like the fucking Rock and you wealthy like Drake and you driving Beamer, Benz, and Bentleys and you order, ooh my God, he like he got his ish together. She's judging you based on your past decisions. Fellas, they can't escape this, fellas. That's why I always say, soon I'm going to be on some of these shows. I'm telling y'all, soon y'all going to see me on this whatever podcast. I'm telling y'all, soon y'all going to see me up here. Soon. I'm telling y'all. I go on this show, I'm flaming all these chicks. All of them. Every single one. Yo, I'm shouting them out right now. Yo, whatever. Holla at me, B. I think he in California. We ain't too far. I'm out. We out. Let's go.
Shorter than her.
He's saying preference.
I've dated men shorter than me.
Would you okay?
I've dated
let's
men
say
shorter than
Atlas
me.
is like, I don't want to date men unless they're over 6 feet tall. Would you say that's wrong, or is she justified in that?
I mean, this has nothing to do with the
It
sexuality part.
it has everything to do with
I
it,
mean,
Annie. Is she
for
wrong
me, it
for
doesn't.
wanting that?
For me, it doesn't.
For
'Cause
you, it
if he has
doesn't.
muscles, it's on.
Okay. So basically,
It's a
what you're
personal
saying,
preference.
what you're saying is
Yes.
it's not okay for us to have preferences, but it's okay for women to have preferences. That's what you're telling me.
I want someone to buy the champagne.
This has all got to do with redemption and sexuality
Hey,
and
Atlas
mistakes
wants
being
somebody
made.
to buy this.
Somebody, if you were born short, that's not your fault.
Right, but choosing to be a
People, people can make mistakes in their life, but they can also choose to continually do wrong, and that is their fault. If
Listen.
somebody chooses to keep doing the wrong thing, that is their fault. If a woman decides, I want to go have sex with 50 men at bars over the next 10 years. Obviously, no woman's consciously thinking that. But if she makes the choice continually to do that, that's her choice. She made that choice.
Basically,
I'm not tricking you.
And you see, and this is the issue. He goes, I would watch True on whatever. That would be a comedy show. Yo, I'm telling you. Listen, listen, I'm telling y'all, I get on the whatever podcast, they call me in, I'm gonna sit there, I hope and pray that they give me an episode with a woman like this, because God, He forgives us. And He said in the Bible, wait, hold on, wait a minute, wait. The minute somebody start mentioning Bible, it's over. I'm going all the way in. Because, fellas, if a woman is choosing to be a prostitute and she's doing it over and over and over, it's a choice. She's making it seem like we have no choice. And we have to do this, because if not, there's nothing else for us to do. Listen, McDonald's is hiring. Listen, I know a couple of old women that are working right now at McDonald's. She could have gone to McDonald's. Listen, Walmart's always, all the old ladies is in Walmart. All the old ladies. You don't see, go into, I challenge you guys, walk into Walmart right today. Walk into your nearest Walmart, and I guarantee you, an old lady at the door. Welcome to Walmart. I'm telling you, fellas, they have the cash registers. Fellas, I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't go get a money order, because they're always in the money order section. They always over there. But let's keep rocking them on. And they always folding the old ladies' clothes. Always. Look at the elderly lady section. Go over there. They always wear folding the clothes nice and neat, and they have like a walkie-talkie that hangs right here, like this. A walkie that hangs right here. I'm trying to tell y'all. Let's see rocking and rolling, man. Because fellas, women always want you to forgive their past, always, but they don't give you the same forgiveness. Let's keep rocking and rolling, man.
Anybody though, I'm not tricking anyone into marriage. I'm not tricking anyone into divorce. I'm putting a price out. It's up front. And guaranteed they'll give you what you pay for.
And if they want it, they want it. Is that what you're saying? If they want it, you got it.
There's no
If
tricking.
not,
There's no.
Fellas, how many women are gonna be honest? Fellas, there isn't one woman. There's not one woman on this earth that I have ever dated, and I've never asked her, is there anything I need to know about you that will embarrass me? There's not one. I've always been known, he's an asshole. No problem. He said, Matt said, you funny. Listen, I've always asked a woman, is there anything that I need to be informed of before I move forward? Because if something later on I find out and you see me step away from you, I don't want you to get mad. So I'm giving you the chance now to be honest with me and tell me the truth. See, but if she's keeping it 1,000 and guys are accepting it, that's different. There ain't many chicks who's gonna keep it a rack like that. But let's keep going.
But this is
She's
the thing.
honest.
Yeah.
This is
I'm
the thing
honest.
But it's not a contract for a relationship.
Okay, this is the thing though, is that when men have preferences.
Did you hear what she said? It's not. There's no contract in a relationship. Go tell Black Cobra that. Go tell my brother Gotti that. Go tell Gotti that. Go tell my homie International Nova that. Go tell Kelly Clarkston. Go tell Kelly Clarkston that there's no contract in a relationship. Go tell her. Maybe she can go recoup that $14,000 a month she's paying in child support and an extra $7 for, what is it, marital? What is it? Alimony. Tell her. Maybe she can go recoup that. Fellas, I always tell you guys, if you don't understand, when you get married to somebody in the courts, you are falling under that state's contractual agreement. That's why you go to your courtroom and you sign. But in fact, what you should be doing is getting a prenup first. Then you can submit that to the court. Like, I don't want y'all guys involved in my marriage, but here you go. All we want is just your certificate, so that way everything could be enforced, and that's it, and everybody's covered. Other than that, there's no reason for the court to be involved.
standards and boundaries. For example, not wanting to date a woman has a promiscuous past, not wanting to date a woman who was engaged in sex work in her past or currently. To me, it's shocking that it's somehow that you can
Hot
well,
tub
I just
style.
feel like we should.
I'll tell you right now, this guy right here, the host, this guy is fantastic at keeping his composure. I gotta go to some classes for him because his composure game is crazy. He gotta. That's what this course gotta be titled, like composure, because this man right here, he got that A1 sauce. Because me, I don't know how you can sit here and hear them talking just still remain calm. I'll sit there and be like, what kind of dumbass shit is that? I don't. Actually, maybe it's good he doesn't invite me to the show, because this wouldn't go well. This wouldn't go well. Especially when chicks mention Bible. When you mention God forgave me and gave me that agape love. So should a man. I promise you, it will not be pretty.
Have to explain it.
Yeah, I understand.
I get
Nobody.
it. It's
No,
offensive.
no. Let me finish. Let me
Okay.
finish. People always have issues with male standards, male preferences, male boundaries.
Yeah, bro. I don't think I ever seen this man get mad. This man gotta whatever his woosah strategy is, he gotta show me. He gotta show me, because I need some work. I need to work on myself a little bit.
But nobody bats an eye when a woman says, I want XYZ in a partner. Women are allowed to have preferences, standards, and boundaries. Men aren't. If a woman says, I want to date a guy who's tall, cool. If a guy says, I don't want to date a woman who's overweight, whoa, you're fat shaming, that's body shaming, you're discriminating. Right. Men's preferences are discriminatory, women's preferences are preferences.
Fellas, for those who are following me on Instagram, I told you already. I did a video yesterday. Fellas, you can't have preferences. And I told y'all guys, body shaming is not for men. It doesn't include men, that's women. Women like Lizzo size, you go, girl. You live your best life. You look at you, girl. You out there playing the flute with this big old belly out there, but a man does it. Ugh. Put that belly away. Put that dad bod away. Ew. It don't work for us. It ain't a two-way street. I'm telling y'all.
It happens to be the case that men care about a woman's past, her promiscuity. So
It's
It's
literally
just like-
it's
Well,
literally
men are
like
allowed
the
to sleep
equivalent.
with as many
hold on,
women as
hold
they
on,
want,
hold on,
and
hold on.
women aren't.
This is like this conversation is like the equivalent of saying, okay, so a man's like, yeah, I don't want a woman who's a prostitute. This is basically the same as if a woman was like, I don't want a guy who has gotten drunk and beaten up his girlfriends in the past. You could have grace for a man's past, but if you as a woman don't want to be with a guy who's beaten women in the past, that's your choice and you're justified.
You ready? I'll give you guys a better example. When Chris Brown went upside this girl's head, the whole world turned on Chris. The whole world turned. But Cardi B went on radio and said she used to drug dudes. On radio. She said, Cardi went on radio literally and said, I used to drug dudes. I used to drug dudes. You go, girl. You go, girl. They playing all the Cardi songs and her videos, all the girls. And like, what the fuck?
In that.
I don't care if a man doesn't want a woman that was
Look.
a prostitute.
What is she wearing? Bro, what is she wearing? Who comes outside like this? Fellas, come on. Fellas. And these are the chicks who they turn 30 and be like, you should forgive me and give me grace. Agape love. God, the Bible said, and then they start quoting scriptures. They start quoting God forgave a prostitute and here and there and there. Damn, since when you became a scholar? Well, I found Jesus and I'm a new creature in the Lord. Okay, but still when you come outside, you still got to deal with the world. Look what she's wearing, fellas. What is this? Whose daughter is this? What is this? Fellas, look at all the red flags. Fellas, if y'all never seen fellas, if you never seen red flags, on a woman. Leg tattoo. Problem. Scorn. Why? Because she's going to wear shit this high to show her tattoo. Fellas, if a chick comes and says, I got a tattoo, it's for me, no one can see it. Look how she came outside, though. Ma, look, what is this? She got a leotard. What is this, ballet? Where is she going with this outfit on? He goes, her clothes, bro, me coming up. Bro, right. I come outside with a tank top and white beaters, nigga, I'm good. I shouldn't get judged then. I don't want to hear the neighborhood be like, oh, there's the perverted guy going to get the mail with his white beater on. He always wearing jewelry, boy had beard with Versace glasses on, but he come out here with boxes and fucking... No one could look. What is she wearing? What is... Bro, don't tell me that she purchased this. I know she ain't spent no money on this. Don't tell me that she spent money on this outfit. This shit must... Look, this is like $3. I can make this. Like... This is $3, bro. Fellas, look at the signs, fellas. See this? See this? Fellas, all this makeup. My previous video, the Book of Enoch. Makeup. This is all demonic. This is all demonic. Fellas. Sleeve tattoos. Hand tattoos. How's she gonna get a job with this? You don't think the job is gonna look at her with this right here on her hand? And look how old she look. Look how old, my boy, fellas. What is this? What is this? Bro, this is a red flag in itself. Look, she going through menopause. I thought she got a personal fan on her. She getting hot flashes right here. Fellas, look, what it... Oh, man.
I don't care.
You
that
don't.
doesn't bother me.
Annie does.
It doesn't bother me. What it bothers me is that we pass judgment on women for sleeping with a lot of men, but women don't get to pass that judgment on men.
Women
that's the
absolutely get to pass that
That's the
judgment.
problem.
They absolutely get to pass that judgment.
Both men and
absolutely
women,
can.
both men and women make judgment calls about potential partners.
And you know what?
See,
That
Bobby.
makes the world go round.
I'm sure you
That makes the world go round. Okay, but men pass judgment on the girls at the Bunny Ranch every single day on race, color, size.
So you'll date anybody. There's no discernment at all when
I'm
it comes
on
to who
this
you
show
date.
to figure out how to date. Hello.
But
Same.
okay, so you just
Okay.
okay, all right, okay.
We don't know.
Now, I want y'all to understand, fellas, if y'all don't know what, hear me out.
That makes the world go round.
If y'all don't know what hear me out, it's called an embarrassment laugh. Hear me. Listen, fellas, I'm showing it to y'all.
Pass judgment on
In case you never seen it,
Bunny Ranch
this is an embarrassment laugh. Like when somebody makes a point and they start laughing and they like looking around for like, don't you agree with me? Look, fellas, look at this laugh, fellas.
size.
So you'll
This-
date anybody.
this is pain.
There's no discernment at all when
I'm
it comes
on
Fellas.
this show to figure out how to date. Hello.
But okay, so you just
Look. Get ready, look.
okay, all right, okay.
Fellas, that's pain. Fellas, y'all gotta know how to read the room.
We don't know what we're doing.
Here, we're gonna wrap up here pretty soon.
You guys, I just don't understand why people can't just love.
I'm just.
Fellas, you gotta know. You gotta know what it looks like, fellas.
You guys aren't saying that you guys
Why
do
can't-
think
why
everyone
can't
deserves
women-
love.
why-
It's just
you-
not
you
your
said-
preference.
Well, you're saying you can love a prostitute without marrying her. Okay.
Okay, that's the point. We don't want you to marry us. We want
Well,
you to take you
she
back.
did.
Someone did because
But
Jesus
you
was
are
the one.
also saying
shoes,
that
your dirty
a
clothes, and go
prostitute, if the
home,
guy is
okay?
okay with it, she still deserves love and marriage. If somebody,
Hey, yeah.
Time out. They just said a triggering word. I got triggered. Fellas, nobody deserves nothing. See, women could, fellas, I deserve some ass from every chick I see in the street because I'm Michael May. I deserve some. You see how dumb that sounds? These women, they deserve love. They don't deserve a damn thing, bro. Fellas, only women can get away with this. Only women can get away with this. No one deserves, fellas. In life, you don't get what you deserve. In life, you get what you negotiate. In life, you get what you negotiate. In life, you get what you negotiate. That's the biggest tip I could ever give you. Fellas, why do you think men get paid more money in most jobs? Because men are not afraid to say, look, yo, for 2 years I've been going hard. I met these quotas, XYZ. I think I'm due for a raise. You know what? We're going to bump you $5,000, $10,000. A chick will be like, I'm working so hard. And my boss doesn't see it. And then the boss come walking in. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Dan. Everything's okay? Everything is perfect. Instead of saying, no, Dan, I'm putting in all this work. And I'm not getting compensated. I'm surpassing my goals. Studies already showed this, but let's.
If a guy wants
if
to
a guy's okay
more
with
power
it,
to him.
Yeah, it's
If
just
a guy's
you
okay with it-
personally or not.
well,
Fellas, I got videos for days for y'all. Y'all see this right here? 30,000 plus body count. 30,000, fellas. I ain't gonna lie. I know a chick that got like 500. I know a chick that got like 500 bodies. I'm not gonna lie. I know a chick that got like 500 bodies. Fellas, I know a chick that got more bodies than the mob. I'm telling y'all. 30, fellas. My next video, I'm gonna do my next live when I come up here and do it. I'm gonna show you. Oh, it's her right here. It's her right here. Right here. This chick right here. Bro, this chick right here. At the age of 16, she had 40 bodies. 40, not 4. Don't stop at the 40. She had 40 bodies at 16. I got more videos to come, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. True Hall of Fame in association with the Hear Me Out podcast, man. I'm back on in a bit. Y'all be easy. Y'all stay blessed. Share the videos. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Y'all already know. God bless y'all. One.